Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the south-afrifur podcast. Tonight's podcast isn't going to be a live one. We have a pre-recorded session from the Gauteng Fur Camp, which happened last weekend. Ivic was there along with a whole bunch of other Gauteng Furs, and he recorded the podcast that you're about to hear. We will be taking taking and answering any questions on the first stream and the Furry FM chat. So please feel free to pop in there and ask any questions if need be. And without further ado, I am going to switch over to the south-afrifur podcast recorded yesterday.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ivic speaking. And I'm speaking to the lovely Tox at this point. So, any case, Tox, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? You're here on the South Africa podcast, but the thing is that you're not live because, unfortunately, we couldn't get something live. But hello, hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. About myself, I don't really know.
So,
what to say.
Fursona, what you do for a living, why you're here at this fur camp, and how many people you've had sex with.
Okay.
Start with the most obvious one.
Yeah, there we go. That is, however, Rocket Dog, who is his boyfriend. So, in any case, that means that he's probably only done one person at this podcast. Anyway, carry on.
Okay. So, I'm 18. I am pretty much just taking a gap year, just relaxing, trying to find way in life. I'm here at this camp because I'm a furry, and it's a fur camp, and well, that's what furs do. And I just want, I am a grey and blue husky with a glowing nose and tongue, which everyone makes fun of, but oh well.
So, as we've heard from the grey and blue husky with the glowing tongue and glowing what else? Glowing nose, and everything that is flesh colored. Please just note that this is exactly what we're talking about. Everything that is flesh colored is in fact glowing. This also includes fluids that come from said glowing things. So watch out, because it kind of does get kind of glowy. Anyway. We're going on to Rocket Dog, who, like I said before, is his boyfriend. Once again, you can just, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, internet. I can't confirm or deny Tox's earlier statement, but yes, I'm Rocket Dog. I'm currently living in Cape Town. Completed my law studies there, and I am fun employed at the moment, sort of, just doing part-time work.
Fun employed is actually a thing that Scratch came up with first, and I'm pretty sure that he picked up on it.
Apparently I've been, influenced my entire life.
He's been converted by...
Yeah,
Damn you, furry. So anyway, yes, I am a mostly red corgi, and I think the only one here, actually.
The only corgi or the only dog?
No, the only corgi. I mean, Tox is here. Alright.
And obviously Doge is a Doge, but he's part Doge, part fox.
He's more Doge than dog.
He's mostly Foge.
Yes, basically.
So Doge is on dogs, is that what you're saying?
Scandal.
I'm not going to get into politics right now. Jeez.
Well, I mean, politics is pretty much what makes this fandom go round.
True. We do sustain ourselves on drama, I guess.
Okay. Fair enough. And so that's from Tox and Rocket Dog. We might actually come back to them eventually. We'll actually find out what's going on. Anyway, we're going to move all the way in this direction, and there are about 4 furs where I am looking at right now. So that's 1, 2, 3, and that's actually a telescope. And he lives right next to the Monte Casino. We're going to be speaking to Splicer. Splicer, hi, how are you doing?
Thank you very much. I'm doing well. Thank you for putting me on a pedestal.
Well, Splicer, we'd like to hear a little bit more about yourself, since we are, in fact, South African Furs and also Gauteng Furs. Once again, we're talking about the Gauteng Fur Camp. So, Splicer, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? What kind of species are you? Do you have any interesting stories you can tell us?
Okay, so you guys already have an idea of where I live. I'm not going to tell you anymore because I don't want to be stalked. I'm a web developer by profession. My species is a fox. I normally jump between a fennec fox and a Kamchatka Peninsula fox from Russia.
So that's a lot of cum. Sorry. That probably won't make the last edit. But in any case, moving on.
No, okay, moving on. You have to give me a question.
Well, I asked you about, any interesting stories that you might have.
Oh dear, interesting stories. Well, we are here at the fur camp. I've been here for 3 days now, from Friday.
Yeah.
It's been pretty fun. Everybody here in one area. It's very rare for us to all be together at the same time and for so long. So this is a very excellent experience, and it's been a great time here. And I also don't really camp a lot, so I'm quite out of my element. And before this person interrupted me, we were looking at Saturn. Or we're going to look at for Saturn. We were looking at Jupiter, actually, through a telescope.
That is actually very interesting. Now, some of us actually saw Saturn yesterday. I swear you were there, though. But, yeah, some of the night activities that we've been doing has been rather interesting. The third fur that was here actually also disappeared, and the other fur is now walking away. I'm not necessarily sure he wants to speak to us. I'm sorry, man. You're walking away, dude.
They don't want to be...
They don't want to be on...
be roped into this.
Well, you're here now. Okay, so we're going to speak to Desk. Thank you very much, Splicer.
Thank you.
Hello.
So, Splicer, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Splicer.
What am I talking about? Desk.
I'm Splicer, by the way. He got that completely wrong.
That's kind of what happened, yeah. Desk.
Okay, well, what do you want to know?
Well, what's your species? What do you do?
I'm just a wolf. I work in IT at Planet Fitness. I'm hoping to study astronomy next year, and I'm hoping to become a pilot in the end.
What is Planet Fitness to the people who don't necessarily know for our international furs?
Well, Planet Fitness is a gym company completely separate from the Planet Fitness in America with the exact same name.
That's interesting. So Planet Fitness in America would be what?
Also gym. Exactly the same.
So what? What?
There's no relation whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the guys I watch on YouTube is just talking about Planet Fitness, and I asked my mom about it, and she was like, no, it's a completely different company. No relation whatsoever.
Huh. Any interesting stories from the camp that you can tell us?
Well, not so far, except that everyone missed Saturn both nights now.
I didn't miss Saturn.
Well, everyone who wanted to watch.
Fair enough. Oh, so I didn't want to watch Saturn.
Okay, well, you didn't vocalize it.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Although I found it by accident again.
Is it in this direction now?
No, it's going to rise there.
Okay, but that's pretty much almost the exact same place that it rose yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
well,
Yeah.
the planets haven't moved that much.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyway, thank you very much for your contribution.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Okay, moving to another group of furries. There's a group of furries here in the light here. There is a Arashi. Arashi, come with me, Arashi. Arashi, you're going to be interviewed for this couple of seconds. So, Arashi, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Arashi. I'm a vanilla wolf.
What is a vanilla wolf?
I'm just vanilla flavored, so I'm vanilla colored. I have chocolate brown hair. I'm edible.
So he doesn't have a chocolate brown eye?
No, just normal hazel brown eyes.
Oh, God. All right, and what do you do?
Real life question, what?
Real life question.
Okay, I'm a web developer. Yeah, that's my life. I'm married to my job. What else? I'm a hardcore gamer. I play many games.
Favorite game?
At the moment, it's Grimstorm and Far Cry Primal.
Okay.
And my favorite game of all time would be Skyrim.
Skyrim.
Given.
With mods or without?
With the mods, like I play with the furries of Skyrim that changes all the NPCs into furry races.
Nice.
And my character is a Lacaille, so it's the furry wolf race.
Fair enough.
But yeah, it's awesome.
Okay. Any interesting stories from the camp that you'd like to share with us?
It's been awesome. Yeah. except the sunburn and waking up every morning and discover that everything is wet. But yeah, no, it's been an amazing experience.
Yeah, that's an interesting. You have anything else that you'd like to say to the international furs at this point?
I wish everyone could have made it. We need more people here. People should come. It's really an amazing experience.
That's amazing. Yes. No, we definitely need a lot of people in this area. If anybody from America and or Europe has enough money to actually come to South Africa, we are in fact by the end of next year, or sorry, by the middle of next year, going to hold a furry con in Bloemfontein. Those of you guys who know Bloemfontein, you'll have to take a plane to Cape Town and then from Cape Town to Bloemfontein. Now, what do you actually think about having a convention in Bloemfontein? You're more than welcome to say your absolute private things.
Oh, yes?
Go for it.
Well, I work for an events company, so I have a lot of experience like with events. So I can give you some input if you need like someone to like organize like brochures, pamphlets, the layout of the place, like even food.
Okay.
So yeah, like we do like massive events for Standard Bank, all this massive companies. So if you need expertise like on holding conventions or like all of that, you can come and ask me.
It's a fair question. I will actually.
So I can code a website for you. If you need like people to RSVP and say whether they will be attending or not. So I can help with that.
Fair enough. And I really, really do enjoy your answer. Is there anything that you might actually feel is wrong about Bloemfontein?
With Bloemfontein? No, I think it's a fair point. It's like a middle of nowhere. It's just like I hope a lot of fursuiters are gonna show up.
Yeah, because it is in the middle of winter.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that's a fair point. Yeah, that would be awesome.
All right. Okay. So next person we have just done Splices. Splice is still standing over here. Hello, JJ. Hello, JJ. How are you doing?
Hi. Good, and you?
I'm not too bad. How was your day today?
Very chilled, actually.
Very chilled.
Yeah.
Okay. So on a scale of very chilled to chilled, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you be sitting?
7-ish.
7-ish. 7-ish of chilled.
Did as little as possible for as long as possible.
So in other words, what happened to the other 3? Was it walking?
Well, walking, actually, now that I think about it, I really didn't do much today.
So a scale of maybe 9?
9.
9 sounds like a good idea, but then again, 10 would probably be at the PC at every single point. He was, I think, 2 days, or for yesterday, he was wearing a shirt saying, "I'm currently away from PC, from my computer." So he was very AFK for a while. But the thing is that in the end, he's still AFK, but now he's wearing a Fox shirt, which is pretty close. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your persona, and why you decided to join the furry fandom.
I joined the furry fandom because I was really, really, really bored. That's just the most of it, and I have to say that since I've joined the furry fandom, I've been a lot less bored.
This is a good thing. I mean, there's nothing better than not being bored, and especially when you have the, I think, plethora of different people around there.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, what kind of furs have you actually met? Like internationally, locally, what's the most interesting fur that you've ever met? Like maybe species-wise.
Can't really, don't know how to put furs on a scale of interestingness. I mean, everyone's interesting in their own way.
Well, I mean, species-wise, hybrids. There are non-hybrids. There are many other non-hybrids. What's the rarest fur that you've possibly seen? Let's try that one.
I don't know. There's been demon wolves. I guess leeward the cow.
Yeah, this is true. Not many herbivores. Not many herbivores.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, the herbivores, they're usually like deer and stuff, still cool, but I mean, a cow. I mean, no offense, but it's rare.
One expects like deer to like on the sly eat steak.
Even the herbivore furs, I'm pretty sure they still eat meat. Actually, no, we do have a lot of vegetarians, but I don't think there's a correlation. I'm not sure.
Yeah. What was your take on Zootopia? Since we're here, since nobody else has spoken about Zootopia yet.
No, it was brilliant. I watched it, I was thinking, even if it's bad, at least it has pretty animals, but then the story just blew me away. It was so much better than expected.
Okay. Is there any specific, okay, granted, no spoilers, but I mean, any specific character that you like the most? I know everybody loves the tigers, but...
No, I don't know. The tigers, they were kind of crappy, honestly.
What the hell? He said it! There we go. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I don't know. Nick was pretty awesome, but Judy, like I'm gay, but I'd go straight for her.
And you heard it here first, Furs, on the south-afrifur podcast. A fur that would love to go straight for Judy Hobbs. Anyway, moving on to this kind of perspective, we have a man called Daniel, or Dusky, who's actually walking a lot faster, walking directly into a tent. I think I'm going to turn around. I don't necessarily think Mr. Dusky really wants to talk to us. Hello, dear gods. Yes, Dusky, how are you doing?
Fine, yes.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? What's your What's your persona?
Why?
Your fursona? Well, because we want to. Like, this is actually the South Africa podcast. So you're live,
Yes.
by the way. Yes, you know
No,
this.
I'm not live.
You're actually live.
No, fuck that.
You are live. I'm serious.
Okay.
We managed to amplify things.
Yes, thank God. I'm persona, husky cat. Like 80% cat, 20% husky. Something like that.
20% husky?
Yes.
There was more
It just
husky.
gets lower and lower.
Which part? Like so you want to be like full cat?
Lower and lower, yes.
You want to be full cat
Yes, I think
eventually.
it's going
Okay,
that direction.
that sounds like a very interesting idea. So what do you do otherwise? What like job wise, real life? What do you do?
Engineer, structural engineer.
He's a structural engineer.
Not that
And
anybody would expect what I'm doing during the weekends, but yes.
yeah, exactly. And the thing is that I mean he's wearing a full-on collar and no
And that's-
shoes.
No, I've got shoes.
You've got slops on. Those aren't shoes.
Shoes-ish.
Shoes-ish. Fair enough.
That's enough.
Yeah, it's enough. And last night, he was wearing one of the most amazingly tight pair of short
don't do
jean
this.
shorts.
Don't fucking do this.
Dude, come on.
No, it wasn't
It's
that
probably
bad.
not going to make the cut
Wasn't
anyway.
that bad. Wasn't that obvious?
It wasn't that
Couldn't be.
obvious. I'm actually joking completely,
Okay.
guys.
But you
It was-
mentioned it.
I did mention it. And the
Shit,
thing
it
is
was
that because I am the only person who would actually pick up on it.
Oh, you're not the only one.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that case...
I was like,
if-
oh no, this is okay. Let's go out.
Ah, dude, why are they so short? But it's because you're so tall.
That tall.
You're tall enough. Well, you're... a little
Thank
bit-
God I had some wine.
Yeah.
Otherwise, one of them would
Otherwise he would have walked away like he's doing right now. Okay. Have you watched Zootopia yet?
No,
Okay.
it sucks. Everybody says so great, and I can't watch it now.
Well, the thing is, granted, like hype does kind of do that to people, so maybe it might be a good idea to leave the hype alone for about 15 to
Maybe.
20 seconds, maybe about 3 weeks, and get excited amongst the people who've actually watched it. But yeah, I think it's a good idea to go watch it. It's a very nice movie. Nick Wilde looks amazing when he's wild, so there are many things that wasn't a spoiler, by the way, because he has no idea about context. That's the difference between spoilers and everything else. So, what is your favorite furry movie?
Furry movie,
Furry movie, yeah.
as in like official normal movies, or furry themed specifically.
Furry-ish themed. If it's got to
I
do
don't know
with
what
like
you're talking about, like furry movies made by furries, or
no,
movie
like
movies.
movies that were
Oh.
furry and like anthro
It has
pointed.
to be Robin Hood.
Oh, but I mean Robin Hood.
You know that one.
Yeah, Robin Hood's
That
amazing.
started everything. But,
It did. Well, they didn't necessarily start everything, but well,
No, but it just started.
it started a lot of things for a lot of furs.
I know.
Do you think
At
that?
such a young age, how do you say?
Do you think that Zootopia would do the same thing?
For other people, yes. From what I hear, yes.
Look,
Yes.
it's pretty sexy. Anyway, I will leave you alone.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoy the rest of your drink, and so on and so forth. I need to get more, so you might actually hear me doing that.
Yes.
Anyway, moving on. So we've spoken to Arashi, we've spoken to Dask, we've spoken to JJ. We are going to move towards... He's busy in a conversation. She's busy in a conversation. Dyer, Tazzy. Oh, Tazzy's already been called. Tazzy is the one. She is voting as tribute, but I will come back to you. Anyways, so Tazzy is relatively new fur in the South African furry fandom, and the thing is that we'd like to hear a couple of things from her. I remember the first time that she met us in a fur meet was when we all went to go watch Zootopia. What was your original? Actually, you know what? First, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name on the forum is actually Angel-Eyed Wolfie, and I'm a snow wolf. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I stay like closest to everyone, which is nice. Yeah, no, that's it.
Currently studying business management?
Counting sciences.
Accounting sciences. One of the most amazing jobs ever.
Fun one.
The very fun one. Anyways, so you met us while we were busy with Zootopia, and everybody's all hyped up for this. And you were with Iron Wolf Tempest. Now, Iron Wolf Tempest is not with us this evening. And that was a big lull, yes. So, what was your initial feeling around about the furs, especially that evening?
I was really, I don't know if scared is the word, I think it was nervous, because I'd obviously never met anyone properly. And it was very nice. Everyone was friendly and nice to me, like literally everybody, and they helped me because I got lost again. So it was like really nice, and I had an awesome time.
Okay. No, you can't go yet. So, I mean, like, how did you find the furry fandom?
Okay, I have a friend that was a furry and opened up to me one day, and I didn't understand what it was. Okay, so I researched it, and that is actually pretty scary, and I don't recommend it. So then
Bullshit, come on.
No, to an extent, if internet is scary if you look at the wrong things. But then I spoke to someone.
Internet is for porn.
Yeah, probably. I spoke to someone, and it was actually not that bad. So then I spoke to a whole bunch of furries, and then I realized it was really awesome, and that I liked it a lot. And yeah.
Okay, that is very, very interesting. That from Tassie, or Angel-Eyed Wolf, and she is immediately going like sidle away from everything. Bye. Any case, so we're going to move over to this direction, and we have Honan that I'm going to be homing in on. Honan, I would like to stand up in about 15 seconds. Honan, get up, please. Honan, follow me. Following me, Honan. Yes, already. And we are out in the middle of nowhere over here. Hello, Honan. Hello, Honan. Hello. Hi, Honan. Hello. Honan. Hello. Honan.
Yes.
Hodor. Sorry. Yeah, you're more than welcome to swear on the podcast.
Okay.
So, fuck off. Any case, so that is a blower thingy, isn't it?
Yes. Bellows.
Bellows, that's the word. Okay, so Honan is a fur here at the GFC, as most of you already know by now. We're at the Gauteng Fur Camp, and what we would like to do is we would like to ask him, please stop. Why are you pointing at stars?
There's something. It's like you can see a form. It's probably the clouds or it's light.
It probably is the clouds, but I don't necessarily know why I'm looking up here. Do you see anything particular aside from the Southern Cross?
No, but I'm just seeing that pattern of that density of light.
That's clouds.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Okay, so Honan, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your persona?
Oh. I am an Eastern style dragon species. I kind of devised, like, not brackets, colon. Yeah.
Brackets, but colon.
Like, very fluffy, color changeable, has a huge mane, and I can talk. Okay.
You can talk.
I can talk.
You can talk. Much like most furries around here.
I don't stop fucking talking.
Apparently he doesn't.
It's painful.
It is quite. He also has the most majestic hair on this camp. What we can do, and what I'm hoping that we may be able to do. Oh, darling, come here. Anyways, there was a hug. I just believe that there might have been a hug somewhere along the way. But the thing is that, yes. No, he is not my boyfriend, and this is not necessarily how it's supposed to go. Okay, bye. Yeah, anyway, carry on.
Dark
so,
in the corner.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate Zootopia?
Am I allowed decimals?
Yeah.
6.9.
6.9, so not a 7?
Not a 7.
But
because
what
it's disappointing because it's not real.
So in other words, the only reason why you subtract points is specifically because it's not real.
Actually, not quite.
They didn't have enough dragon representation.
No, I'm not worried about that, but how do I put this? They could have elaborated even further. there's a lot of room to elaborate in the universe itself. You can go off and have sub-stories for different species and characters.
This
like,
is a
where
very
did the monkeys go?
Yeah, this is a very fair point. But the thing is that given the circumstances, given the
but
main point of view as to what they were talking
if
about.
they're going to adapt the thing further, I'd give them a 9.
Okay, so in other words, if you're saying that if there's going to be
If they're going to drop it there, I'm going to be very disappointed.
most of us would probably be very disappointed, I believe. Why is it sounds like they're in a tree, doesn't it?
Yes, just a plastic tree.
A very plastic tree. So anything else? You draw, actually. You do a little bit of art. So tell us about what your art style is.
My art style seems to be very full of lines. Actually, it has this. When I compare it to other line art, it has this dark allure to it because for some reason it's very smudgy. For some reason, I said some reason.
Has that got something to do with your pens or pencils or
No,
what?
I actually draw with an H. I don't use dark pencils very often, like B and so. I use light pencils because. They just
Because of
feel-
the smudge?
They feel comfortable. There's less smudge because they're harder lead.
Left-handed or right-handed?
Right-handed.
Okay, so in other words,
Sometimes
there wouldn't be any like smudging
Sometimes
specifically because
ambidextrous, but that doesn't matter.
fair enough. Okay, so what do you want to say about the South African furry fandom?
It's growing very fast. It's growing very awesomely, and oh my god, the drama!
Well done. Okay, that's a fair point here from Honan Dragon, an Eastern Dragon. And we're going to move on. We might actually come back to him in about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll see how that goes.
That's scary.
It is quite scary.
Don't sneak up on me.
I will try to.
I might bite.
Boo.
Achoo.
Fair enough. Okay, so people in this group, there's a lot of people in this group at this point, and they are all playing games. I'm going to take Powercat, actually. Powercat sounds like a great idea. Powercat is already done. Powercat is running away from me. Powercat, sorry, he's not running, he's just walking very fast. Hello, Powercat. No. Powercat, come on. So Powercat's been in the fandom for a long... Oh my god, he's going to get tackled. Or tickled. Any case, so hello, Powercat. How are you doing?
Myself.
Not too bad. So, Powercat, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, what's your persona? And I see you've got a badge here. It is the most majestic badge. People have been saying about how sexy it is for, like, goodness knows how long. Anyway, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Powercat is the only married fur here who has brought his wife, who is pregnant with your second child?
Yes, that's correct.
And your persona?
It's a lion.
Just lion.
Yeah, just a lion.
Okay.
It's a lion.
That's very rare in the furry fandom these days.
To have just one species.
Yeah, fair enough. So
I was actually considering like putting a lot of feline characters together to make up one thing, but eventually I was like, you know what? Maybe I should have just a lion because that's been my favorite. I used to raise lions quite a while ago, and yeah, that's just my favorite thing to do.
that is actually something very, very interesting for a lot of us because, I mean, we didn't know that there was somebody in our fandom who actually raised lions.
Yes.
How long had you been doing it?
It was quite a while ago. I was in my 20s, probably early 20s, and I joined the lion park. And I used to take the baby lion cubs and bottle feed them and everything, and raise them to about a year and a half old, and then they would go into different camps.
Any hard feelings about having to do putting them into different camps thing?
Yeah, no, it is quite hard feelings, but you do get to visit the other lions. Like I had my favorite lion, but he used to love me when I used to come and visit him and everything. But eventually, he was bought and sold off to another farm, which was quite heartbreaking to see and everything. So,
so you and Bettina, what is her furry name, really?
Well, it's Crimson.
Crimson.
Yeah.
Okay. Crimson is fuck, I forgot your name. Name again.
Sorry?
Name.
Crimson.
No, your name.
Oh, Mark. Powercat. What's wrong with Powercat?
Powercat is married to Crimson, and you guys have been married for what, 5-7 years now? 10 years?
No, I think this year is our 10th year.
10th year?
No, wait. Hold on. No, it's 9th year. It's 9th year.
You have to remember this.
No, I have to remember this. No, it's 9th year and 10 years next year. Yeah.
10 years next year, okay.
Yeah. It's been such a long time together.
And you obviously watched Zootopia with the rest of us. So
Yes.
what was your original sort of assessment of the entire movie? Remember, you can be as open to this as possible.
I try to not watch any trailers and stuff. So going into the movie,
You're blind.
I try to as much as possible.
So you
as much
watched
as
like
possible.
you watched the main trailers and left
Probably.
everything out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really well done. The scenery is fantastic. The fact is that they split certain sectors into certain animals, which is great.
Don't you think that sounds like a Marxist caste system?
No, I don't think so, because obviously polar bears would like to be in a colder environment
fair enough.
where people want to be. Furries would like to, or the Zootopians would like to be in more of a hotter environment or a jungle environment. You know, you can't just put them all in one place. Otherwise, you'll start. All furries would start to, or Zootopians, should I say, should start to get grumpy.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, they're all boxed together. That's why you got the panther. I think it was a panther, Black Panther.
Yeah,
was living in the jungle.
Yeah.
So because he was a jungle animal.
And yet he had a Russian accent, which is weird.
Did he have a Russian accent?
He had a Russian accent. I swear he did. No spoilers, people. Any case.
But I thought it was a fantastic movie.
No, it was a great movie.
We're going from like a small animal as a rabbit, to become no spoilers, but a police officer. But you can see that in the movie.
Yeah.
But you know, it's something that every other character was like a 10-meter tall towards, you know.
Yeah. So you've been in the fandom for what? Almost 15 to 16 years now?
No, it's
17?
over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Yeah, it's over 20 years. That's why I was saying to...
We're actually going to
Baby
speak to
Paul
Bettina
here.
now. She's actually moved over here now. She is, what was it? Crimson.
I was saying about Baby...
Crimson, say hi, Crimson.
Hi, Crimson.
Hi, Crimson. I walked into that one, I know this.
I know you did.
So in any case, so the only two married furs are actually standing right in front of me right now. And I mean, we were just talking about the fact that you've been in the fandom for about 20 years now.
Yeah.
And you've known him for at least 13 to 14 years.
We've been together about 11 years. 11
years. So in other words, after a year, the two of you decided to get married.
6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
Okay, obviously, because I'm a younger-esque fur, you're like, what, 32 now?
I'm 33, turning 34 this year.
34. Younger-esque fur, I'm turning 28 this year, and you're, what, 31, yeah. So, I mean, for me, marrying 6 months into...
We got engaged 6 months, but then we had a fairly long engagement, 2 years.
Okay.
So we got married when I was 22.
And you were a fur with him, or how did you guys meet?
We met at a comic book shop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So my brother worked at a comic book shop, and Mark was a regular customer. Pawdcast was a regular customer, and he was there the one day that I just happened to be hanging around. And I'm sure you heard the laugh. That kind of made me come to the front of the shop like, who is that? And so we got chatting, and I got him a discount on his comic books. So
oh, wow.
He said he would give me some magic lessons for Magic the Gathering.
Eventually, was at a coffee shop, and the two of you guys just
No, we
carried it?
actually did play it. And then we ran into each other in a nightclub.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
He just put up the finger crowds.
Because he thinks I stalked him.
Well,
she did.
I did.
Did we know that? She obviously denies everything, and obviously because we're furries, we accept all stories, and honestly, because you know general things and gender equality, she's right, you're not. Moving on. You're welcome.
I like that.
Geez, tell us about your furry traveling together, I believe. So it's been 10 years for both of you. You probably became a furry because of him.
Yes.
But when was it that you actually accepted that being a furry was actually as good as it was? Was it even good?
Straight away, yeah.
Straight away?
Yeah, as soon as you showed me the stuff, I think we started watching Father of the Pride together. Yeah. That was like the first thing you showed me.
That was 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we started watching that.
I suddenly realised how old I am.
And I really liked that. And then he sort of showed me a few like yiffy things, and I was totally fine, totally cool with it. And
Why do you think we've married her in 6 months?
6 months. He was like,
6 months. I was like, okay.
I'm never going to find it.
Fair enough.
Boom.
Yeah. Just done. Jeez, and the thing is that, like, I mean, I've probably actually spent a lot more time on both of you, like, than everybody else here so far. Is there anything that you guys would like to say to the younger furs in respect to, I don't know, anything? Like, I mean, again, 10 years, 20 years. You were probably already a furry around about 13 years and you started...
I just didn't realize it.
You didn't realize it, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Putting words into her mouth.
I don't yeah, don't be afraid to explore all the fandom.
Don't be afraid of other furs.
Don't be afraid of other furs. Don't be an introvert. Try and get out more. Obviously, I wouldn't say come out to your parents, all that kind of stuff. You know,
Yeah, if you're not sure how they'll take it.
If you're not sure how they'll take it, just don't do it, because
don't pressurize yourself.
Don't pressurize yourself to do it.
Yeah.
Rather just
Be who
find
you are.
friends, come to fur meets, things like that, and be yourself around other people.
That's very inspiring.
Sorry.
No.
Person,
It's actually very inspiring.
Yeah. And you're not a weirdo.
Yeah.
And you'll find love and all of those.
Well, some of us are weirdos, but you'll learn to love us.
But
You know.
there are other weirdos that'll love you also.
Yeah.
I do have a very, very interesting question that I do want to ask, and I've actually forgotten it right now, so I'm trying to babble through me trying to...
Well, I'll say again to the young furs, I know a lot of you will think, I'll never find true love or an interest, be it male or female, or male, female, whatever. But the thing is, you will find someone. I promise you will find someone. Don't just go for another furry. Rather find someone that is more accepting to this type of lifestyle, that you know is accepting. And then say to them, well, this is who I am. And if they accept you for who you are, then that's great. You found someone that's accepting, like I found my wife.
They've just hugged. Obviously, this is going to be an audio podcast, not a video podcast. I do actually have something that I want to share with you guys. Because I'm a lecturer in my day job, one of the things that I actually mention to my students, and goodness knows why I do it in the first place, but the thing is that I still remember that there's a story, and oddly enough, the rest of my, colleagues don't necessarily agree with it. But I agree with it completely, and some of my students are beginning to start agreeing with it. But that entire line of, it's something along the lines of, if I'm not there, it's not fair.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that, true love actually...
I think we coined that.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly the reason why I'm mentioning it, specifically because the two of you showed me something that I, in my own personal capacity, could not at times overcome.
Yeah.
Because that was how it was. And again, the reason why, not necessarily, the initial reason as to why I'm spending a lot of time here, but the thing is that, true love can, when you're married, you don't even have to be married, but the thing is that when it comes to being, liberal? It's not liberal. You guys aren't liberal, or I don't know. There shouldn't be a term for it.
I don't think there is a term for it. I think we just are so happy with each other and so comfortable and confident in our relationship that I would not even going to call them indiscretions, because they're not. So small little things that we might want to try are not a problem, because we are just so sure of each other that there's we're not threatened by
anything else,
other possible interactions with other people, because we don't have a reason to be. So yeah.
That's look, I mean, that's a very, very inspiring story in that, you know what, if you love somebody, don't let them go. I think that that entire idea of the bird in the hand worth two in the bush, blah blah, or if you love something, let it go, and if it comes back, then it loves you truly. It matters, but it doesn't matter. And you guys break a mold that has been set into an establishment that shouldn't have been there in the first place. It's not important. So long as you guys love each other, that's important.
Yeah. How we love each other is not important.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that we're going to end off on that, because I'm pretty sure he's gotten so awkward by this point.
Oh my god. I know exactly the thing he's talking about right now.
So yeah, I will see you guys later. Maybe we'll actually get into another part of the conversation. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, Anyway, I'll see you guys a little bit later. Otherwise,
you can do Dyer now.
I'm actually going to chase down
Record a
wolfers.
conversation with Diana.
Yeah, it's actually not recording a conversation. We're live. Wolfers, wolfers, I'm off in the dark. Come and find me. Oh, wolfers, wolfers, come here, wolfers. Oh, I watched you walk past, and I was like, "You're my next victim."
It's like, but there's a tree.
There is no tree. It's only it's a branch.
It was a branch. Yes.
So in any case, we're speaking to Wolfers. He's one of the, I think essentially one of the founding members of the GFC, the Gauteng Fur Camp. Him and Dyer, who's sitting at a fire at this point. Dyer at a fire, isn't that amazing?
It rhymes.
Yeah, it does rhyme, and we quite do enjoy that sort of rhythm here. So, Wolfers, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I guess my name is Wolfers. I would say a wolf bear. I'm a little bit between personas at the moment, but it's because I like aspects of both, I guess. I like to think of myself as a pack animal, but I also like to be, the solitary times are quite nice, I guess. I am a pre-sales business analyst, and that's about it. I guess.
Okay. I mean, and you've been part of the fandom for almost since it existed. At least in South Africa. In South Africa. So, yes. I mean, like, any thoughts on how we're moving? Are there good things? Are there bad things? You're more than welcome to.
Well, when I found out about the fandom in South Africa, this was in 2006.
Okay. That was 2006.
10 years ago, yes.
So in other words, 2 years before the website was actually created, south-afrifur.com.
Yes.
south-afrifur.com, is it?
I think it was south-afrifur.com or .net.
It should be .com, I think.
Yes.
The forum as we have it now.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was when Anoya Mouse put it together the first time. I was way back then. I actually met people on IRC, and I was quite enjoying IRC at that point in time as my main method of talking to people.
That was with Valerian.
Yes.
Yes.
But I didn't know Valerian back then. People I knew, I met Anoya Mouse there. I met Prasan there. I met
Denim.
Yes,
Denim. Yeah.
Denim. Yes. Sorry, I met Denim there. I met who else? Do you know Raz Otter? I met
Raz. Raz, but
I met Raz there.
But
yes.
wasn't Raz in Australia?
I don't know.
Or who was the one who was in Australia?
Oh, that would be
Red Fuzz. Red Fuzz.
Oh, Red Fuzz. Yes, I also met him. Yes.
Yes.
He was.
You met him in person?
No. Just online.
Okay.
So back then, I think the community was very small. I went to my first fur meet where I met with Noya, I met Sadrock, I met then Husky Baker, who was with Denim Tiger.
I've never actually met that person.
He's actually a nice guy. He's quiet, he's withdrawn, and but he's really smart. I mean, he's in construction and architecture. So back then, the main pastime was going to Anoya Mouse's flat and playing Burnout on his Xbox, and then playing Guitar Hero, because that was a big thing.
Oh, yes, you guys are amazing already.
It's a big thing. And going mole ratting, I would say.
Mole ratting is fun, though.
It is. I met Mr. Grimm.
Oh, but Mr. Grimm is awesome. We all know this.
I think 2008 I met him. And he was really people shy, and I hugged him in exclusive books.
Okay.
I scared everything out of him. I cannot forget the look on his face.
I just want to move to the fire quickly because I want to light this.
Light it from the fire.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So yeah, you met Mr. Grimm.
I met Mr. Grimm there, and well, that worked. Did it? Didn't it?
Mr. Grimm?
Yes, I think you're a cigarette lighter. So I met him. We spent some time at that day. I remember that day specifically. We were mole writing. We hung out with another guy, which I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah?
Timberlion or Azrael?
Oh, Timberlion.
Yes.
Why is his name Azrael, though?
That was one of his previous names he went by, an alias. But yeah, we hung out. We hung out with them, and from that point on, it became a bit of a regular occurrence. I was still in university.
Yeah.
When I moved to Joburg, of course, starting working here. Everything else
Here
started
being-
being in Johannesburg. Not here where we are now. In Johannesburg, where there's signal, which there is not now.
Actually, there's pretty good signal at this point, but then again, you shouldn't actually look at the phone.
No,
No.
it's just us looking at it. Then, well, we started learning about new guys. So, some of the sites where I found out about local furs that we didn't know about. This will sound dodgy, but it's called pounced.org, which is like a pounced.org.
Oh, Pounced, but Pounced is awesome. Everybody it's
Everybody
an
knows about
internationally
it.
well-known site.
Yes. I met a few guys there, and I don't know if you know iWolfie. He's one of the older members in the community.
A lot of the older members I never met.
It's very hard to keep track of him or track him down. He's in the same age group as Ubuntu.
So in their 40s.
In their 40s, a bit older than I am.
I would have loved to have Ubuntu here, by the way.
Yes, I wish he would have come up. Like, it would have been quite nice. I guess instead we should go down.
Yeah. It's about time.
But it grew from there. I lost my train of thought for a moment.
You were talking about Ubuntu, yeah?
About older furs.
Yes.
So what happened, or what it feels like to me, is there was a bit of a transition where things became quieter. Fur meets were less boisterous, and they weren't as active.
Yeah.
And then it feels like after we started meeting all the new people, like when you started coming onto the picture, there was a much bigger resurgence.
That was back in 2013, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much big back then. Even though there were many people on the forum, it was hard to have organized meets like these.
Yeah.
It was hard for one person to do it when, and then there wasn't a lot of people who wanted to take part or was giving any responsibility towards it. But now I think it's nice to have the old guys around. I feel like one of them.
You are one of them.
And it's also nice to actually meet all the new people. And for example, this is the second time I've met Tazzy, and it feels like I've known her for years.
Yeah,
it's a good example. And I like that.
What's your opinion on the furry fandom at this point in South Africa?
I think it could go better, but I actually don't have a bad feeling about it. I always think it can go better. I always think that we could work towards meeting more people, actually getting people together across the country.
Yeah.
But all in all, it feels like I haven't seen any drama here. There's been no problems. It could be because we didn't have connection. But,
at this point.
There's no issues. Everybody gets along and they gel very well.
Yeah.
So always room for improvement, but very good at the moment. I think things are run very well.
Yeah. So I mean, like the thing is that as a person who was the original, one of the original people who was working on the GFC, I mean, we came up with the I think name this year.
Yes.
Or at least for this camp in particular. Where do you see us going forward from here?
I don't want to fly too high or go too far, but I actually thought that even though there's a bit of a drive, and you know it's a bit of a drive especially, that we can even consider going as a little bit further. I would like us to go to a place like Graskop or to that area, Hazy View. It's so beautiful there. It's the low veld. It's where all those pine trees are.
Yes.
You get a bit of a continental feel from that place. It's about 4 hours drive versus 2 hours. It's possible. It's something we could possibly do if we carpool.
Yeah, or if we get a bus.
If we get a bus, that's an idea. A big open top bus, or maybe not that.
Not an open top bus, because we don't want people who are windswept by the time they get there.
For 4 hours, no, that's just a bad idea.
And if it's a bus, it's 6 hours. Add 2 hours to a bus.
6 hours of windsweptness. No.
I mean, having his majestic hair, and he's got very, very long hair. If I'm not mistaken, it's gone down. It's gotten to about what half a meter now.
Half a meter? I don't know. Maybe
from your tip to your tail, it's about 5. It's about
50 centimeters. Could it be
50 centimeters? Yeah,
I suppose so.
I could agree with that.
Yesterday we found a spider web in our tent, but then we figured out it was one of my hairs. It freaked Jag out. It was like, "There's a spider! Here's a freaking spider here." It's like, no, wait, it's one of my hairs. I'm sorry.
Any case, so this is Wolfers. He's Wolf Bear, and He's I don't know. What are you considering actually moving towards?
With what my
Your Sona, yeah.
I quite like this in between phase, but more and more people are just referring to me straight as a bear. Ariston, for example, our Serbian friend, just calls me bear.
Okay.
That's it. It's just like Burry Bear. That's all. And Alien calls me Thunderbird.
Thunderbird.
Yes.
That's interesting. So, thank you so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it.
I couldn't escape,
and
so it's okay.
Yeah, I know. There was no way you could escape. Anyway, moving on. I think I've talked to everybody in this group right now. I've spoken to Arashi. Dyer is right over there, isn't he? I would get him to call. I'd call him over if you can, possibly. He's right behind you, right over there, moving in that direction. So, in any case, we're going to be speaking to Dyer just now. Dyer, also another founder of the GFC, the Gauteng Furry Camp. So one of the things that we'd really love to talk to is we'd love to talk to Dyer because he's kind of busy. He looks a bit busy. Hello, Hernan. Hello. Yeah, it's quite an interesting podcast over here.
It is. It's like the best. You have the most guest furs ever.
I know, right? It's the most amazing thing. This is actually one of the things that we wanted to do for a while now.
I mean, I also wanted to be on the podcast.
I know you did.
I expected to actually be there.
But you're here now.
Like, I'm not even very far from you.
I know.
So...
You're standing right next to me. I could hug you. Look at that. Oh, we're hugging. Oh, yes. I only give you one arm, but I can still pick you up with one arm. Wait, hold on. There it is. That is the sound of people getting picked up. I think, Dyer, are you busy?
Dyer.
Should I come to you? Okay, we're coming to Dyer. Dyer Wolf, another one of the founders of the GFC. He's busy cutting things. Okay. He was cutting meat. It was a good thing, but he was a little bit busy about that. So Dyer, what we would like to say is, and it's weird how inside one of these things don't travel as far as they do.
One of these things.
One of these. It's called a gazebo here. I'm not sure what we call it otherwise. Anyway, so Dyer, give us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about what kind of wolf you are, or well, you're actually a wolf, aren't you?
I'm a dire wolf.
He's a dire wolf. So, what do you do?
I work for a news station.
A news station?
Yes.
I did not know that.
In IT.
Yeah, fair enough.
What else do you want to know?
I don't know. What else do you want to tell us?
That I'm enjoying my camp.
Okay.
And I will be continuing so.
Until I stop bothering him, because this is apparently a bother to him because he's just kind of staring at me right now. So, I mean, as one of the founding members of the GFC, is there... You can carry on doing that, it's fine. So, it's just shuffling. just put it... Whoa! What is that thing called again?
A grill?
A bri grill, yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, so where do you see the GFC going further?
Well, next year is going further.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that is it just next year, or will we have a camp in the middle or between the next semester, or what?
I do not know. That will be
determined
by attendance or interest to the camp.
If I'm not mistaken, this is actually the highest attendance that we've had
so far. Yes, but this is only the third one, so
yeah. But I mean, like at 20 versus what last time it was 9 or 15.
Well, the first one was like 6.
6, and then there was like what 8, and then we got to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually very, very cool. I remember the first one was actually just down the road from my house. And the worst thing is that we didn't just go like it wasn't 2 kilometers away from my house, and I still paid.
And you still got drunk.
I got so drunk, it was horrifying. There is a shiny light off in the distance. Oh, it's gone now. There it is again.
That is Doge.
Is that Doge? All the way?
Taking photos of the stars.
Fair enough. So, what else do you want to tell us about the GFC? Do you think that we're going to get better throughout the next
I hope to see everyone next year.
Okay, fair enough. That is such a political answer. Here at south-afrifur, we don't necessarily like political answers. What do you feel about for the next camp? Do you think that we should go further? Do you think we should go...
I think we should go a little bit closer.
Yeah?
depending why people cannot make this camp because it's so far away from everyone.
Yeah, it's around about what, an hour and 28 kilometers
Well,
away
170 from Joburg.
From Joburg. That's 50 kilometers. Yeah, no, that's about right. So about 170 kilometers from Johannesburg. It's around about 140 kilometers away from Pretoria. It was a drive. You'll hear at some point about how long a drive it was for some of us. Around about like 6 hours of non-stop driving. He's looking at my phone. It's not my phone. It's an iPhone. Any case, terrible jokes aside. Jeez, I mean, like, what do you want to tell the people from International Furs, like, about South African furries?
Come to camp.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Anyway, he's going to continue cutting his meat. We're in the camping area, so not the camping area. We're talking about the main food and booze area, which is literally like a table at this point with a large amount of ice cream buckets, Coke, Sprite. Sprite! Not a sponsor of south-afrifur. Anyway, moving on. Oma Biscuits. Not a sponsor of South Africa. But we will see you guys just now, and thank you so much for talking to us. I'm going to catch Baby Paws. Hello, Baby Paws. You're coming with me. Please. Okay. Shit is the word that she actually said. Wonderful. Anyway, so Baby Paws, once again, one of the newer, in fact, almost newest members of the south-afrifur or South Africa Furries or ZA Fur Group. Did you actually join the forum?
I did.
You did? Mm-hmm. And how do you find the forum people?
Fun. Different.
Different. That sounds like a good line. Tox, have I spoken to you yet?
Yes. Very first one.
Yes, fair enough. Any guys, move on. So, how do you find the furs? I mean, this is your first fur meet, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm finding everyone very welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fun to talk to. Everyone has a lot in common, and it's all in all just been very comforting.
Mm-hmm. What's your persona?
Wolf.
A wolf.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of wolf?
I'm not actually too sure. It's a ginger wolf from what I've drawn.
Okay, and your drawing skills pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
as far as we know. Actually, we've seen it once or twice. She's very, very good at drawing. Just by the way, for our international furs, what kind of prices would you be asking if you were to do commissions?
I'm not too sure. It would have to be based on the size of the drawing, how much detail there is, any modifications,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that.
So general, probably like A4, I don't know, very few markings, maybe about 3 or 4 different colors. What would that
I'd
be?
probably say about 100, 150.
Rand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so dollars, that would be, what, $1?
Yeah, not much.
No, $10. $10. Sounds about right. Your style, how would you call it?
Rough.
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough drafts.
I sketch quite a bit.
Traditional art or, you know...
More traditional.
Okay. All right. And the thing is that we don't necessarily have many traditional artists around here. I know that Honan, who we spoke to earlier, is a traditional artist. On a scale of, or not even on a scale, but I mean, like, are you more toony or are you more realistic? What's your...
More toony.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And, I mean, what, you've been here for the day so far. You're going to see us tomorrow morning.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say the fur camp actually went for you? Like, travel-wise?
Travel-wise was fun. I quite enjoyed the ride here.
Mm-hmm.
The day in total's been quite awesome.
Mm-hmm.
There hasn't been any boring moment.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking forward to the ride back as well.
Okay, that's great. You're driving back with Kane, who we're going to talk to next.
No, driving back with Dragon Wolf.
Dragon Wolf,
Kane brought me
okay.
here.
Okay, we're going to speak. We'll speak to Dragon Wolf at some point as well, because the thing is that he's been in the entire opposite direction as to where I've been doing these recordings, and they are recordings. But the thing is, don't tell anyone. It's live for everyone who actually wants to know. So, is there anything that you'd like to say to International Furs?
Not at the moment, but possibly keep your eye on my artwork. I
Okay.
can change styles as they want me or need me to do as well.
That's great. Is there anything else that you'd love to say aside from art?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Thank you so much. We much appreciate it. Bye-bye. And we are walking past everybody here.
Hello.
We are walking. That is somebody who is in a... You were a silhouette. Walk. So, in any case, one of the things that actually happened, one of the things that we'll actually be talking about is the fact that we somehow managed to get lost with a GPS. And it was about 4 hours that it happened in, and it was literally 4 hours, where we drove something like 400 kilometers further. I don't necessarily... Pawdcast, can you actually open up this wine tab for me, please? Because I have a phone in my one hand. Hello, Kane! Kane! Okay, Kane is actually one of the other people that I want to speak to. Hello, Kane. You are actually going to be stuck here for now. Okay. So, Kane, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am darkness. I am deaf. I am deer. I want cookies!
Okay, well, that was wonderful from Kane. So, Kane is a deer. Thank you so much.
I am not a deer, I am the deer.
He is the deer, apparently. Cody Deer apparently doesn't necessarily feature in any of this. Cody is one of our original deer furs that I remember he was a reindeer, if I'm not mistaken. You are a what kind of deer?
Well, in retrospect, I'm not a species as such as much that I'm a demigod deer, so...
A demigod deer.
Yay, me.
Okay. So, what do you do otherwise, like real life?
In real life, I try to make a living, you know, like most of us.
Okay.
And survive the existential crisis that we call life.
Well,
I'm in hospitality, if that's what you're asking. I'm an assistant food and beverage manager at a hotel in Melrose Arch.
Practiced speech. Any case,
lies.
So much lies. Any case, so otherwise, when did you join the furry fandom?
Well, I joined the fandom. It's now been about between 2 and 3 years. I'm not quite sure. I got dragged in here by another furry.
Okay, what kind of furry? What furry was that?
It was Aaron at the time, who is currently
in Bloemfontein.
Yes.
Yeah. But you were in Potchefstroom at the time, so it wasn't necessarily that far. You were kind
No,
of
I was actually in Pretoria studying at the time.
What were you studying?
Hospitality.
Never mind, I should not ask those questions anymore.
Yes.
Okay.
Less red wine for you.
It's rosé, but hey.
Oh, are you one of those guys?
I'm such rosé.
It's not red, it's rosé.
It's rosé. Anyways, so any feelings on how the camp went for you so far? I know that you came with Baby Paws and Tazzy today.
Yes, I have been a taxi driver. Save me. Women folk, I tell you, they talk too much. Well, camp has been quiet. Camp has been chill. I'm really disappointed in the furs here. They're all way too meek. I think we need to get some life in this party.
Okay, what kind of life are we talking about? The thing is that we can't necessarily get any life into this party, specifically because people have...
Avikas just said that he is boring.
Fuck you.
Please note that. Thank you very much.
I never said that. Bless you!
Oh, and since you just swear, that's another cookie for my swear jar.
Okay, I thought it was sweets.
No, it's cookies.
Okay,
I get cookies.
Okay, you get cookies.
I want cookies.
Fair enough. Is there anything that you'd like to say to the international furs?
To the international furs. Don't dish us, we're not that weird, please.
Don't vote Trump. Don't vote Trump, okay. That probably actually got all the way
We
to
know
the
we
red.
shouldn't talk about politics or religion or what was the other one? Oh, sex. Apparently we're not allowed to talk about sex.
Your face is sex.
Sexy, yes I know.
What? We're not allowed to talk about sex.
I think we've
on the
said
podcast.
sex too many times now here.
Yeah, sex.
So just add a Y, so it's sexy.
Sexy Rocket Dog.
Yes, talk to Rocket Dog.
We've already spoken to Rocket Dog.
Alright, go away, Rocket Dog.
Okay, we're going to speak to Keldon.
You mean Yukon?
Yukon.
Yes.
You Keldon. Yeah, we're going to speak to you just now. We're going to get your way.
Yeah, Avik likes it, Yukon's way.
Anyways, fuck you.
Thank you very much.
Another cookie for you.
Yes, cookies.
Kane, thank you so much for speaking to us. We might actually make another turn just now.
Awesome, please.
Okay. So
I'll send you my bowl.
What's that? 4 cookies now? Okay, fair enough. Anyway, moving towards Yukon. I'm going to speak to you. I've already spoken to all of these people. Except for Dragon Wolf, but the thing is that I'll get to him. He'll be lost. Actually, wait, Dragon Wolf, hi.
I'm cooking food right now.
No, you're actually, if you're cooking food, I can speak to you right here.
He's like one of the only straight people here as well. It's live.
It is actually
Go to
quite
Yukon.
live. No, I can't go to Yukon.
Why not?
I'm already here.
So go to Yukon.
Dragon Wolf, you're live.
shit.
Yes. Hello, Dragon Wolf.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
So, in any case, as you might have noticed, Dragon Wolf is a dragon wolf.
No.
Oh my god, this never happened.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any case, so we'd like to ask you, I mean, you were probably one of the more, I guess not necessarily important, but one of the founding members of the GFC sort of initiative, the Gauteng Fur Camp. This year you've been doing a lot of work and sort of you've been doing a lot of preparation and getting people to try to sort of buy into the entirety of being in the camp.
Yes.
So, would you say it was a difficult?
So difficult.
So difficult. Like
So
4
difficult.
different groups on WhatsApp. Wow.
Flippin' hell. And people still, I let
was
people
on-
know 4 months before the camp.
It was,
And
yeah.
a week before, people still said, sorry, I don't know about this. I can't come anymore. Or I just can't come.
If I'm not mistaken, it was on the forum. It was on the ZA for it was on
And
the
the
ZA
WhatsApp
for
group.
forum, the WhatsApp group, on the Facebook groups, if I'm
Facebook
not
groups,
mistaken,
yes,
as well.
yes.
All of the Facebook
And
groups.
people still said they didn't
People still didn't know. And the thing is, they were like, I would love to come, but
Oh yeah, at the last minute they pulled out.
And that's exactly what she said. They pulled out. it just did this.
Guys, seriously, PG-13, guys. PG-13.
No, but then again, that has.
PG-13?
Yeah, there's no such
Furries.
thing as PG-13.
There's no
We
such
can actually have this at around about 12 o'clock if it's possible. Any case, so your Vors and your what is that?
Chop.
Chop.
Your chop.
Chop. Vors and chop. That's pretty much sausage and femur.
Sure.
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 I don't necessarily
Actually
know.
don't know where the
I
top comes
know. I think it's a rib.
It could be a rib.
God knows.
It's pretty good for
Right.
a
Yeah,
rib.
yeah, it could be.
Any case, so anything that you'd like to tell International Furs at this point?
Come to South Africa.
Okay, fair enough. But anyway, moving on.
No, specifically this group because it's the only one.
Yeah, this one.
Cape Town is probably actually trying to mimic us at this point.
Yeah, they're not as good.
Yeah, well, okay, fair enough. You're creating
it's
a
smack
split.
talk. It's smack talk, man.
Smack talk.
Smack talk.
Smack.
Yeah.
Smack.cam.
Actually, we have a Cape Townian fur up here anyway.
Yes, exactly. The Cape Townian firm came all the way from
We
from
almost had a
Gauteng.
Durbanite as well.
Neon,
but-
was it?
Yeah, Neon.
Yeah.
Neon almost right, but he had funding problems with his parents.
Gee, guys, why did you fund me for a fur camp? Oh my god.
There were other people who were funded for this fur camp. We're more than willing to try to help out as much as we can.
But trying to get furs to any location is like bleeding a rock.
Fair enough.
It's like bleeding
What from of water of actual blood?
either. Actually.
Either. Okay,
Either.
fair enough.
Either.
Okay,
Try.
so
Try.
I thank you so much for your contribution. We will definitely speak to you possibly again. Depends on how
Awesome,
long this
yeah.
battery lasts.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Go for it.
Anyway,
yeah, sweet.
okay. Cheers, man.
Cool,
See you
cool.
around.
Cheers.
Okay, so we're moving into the field. There's a very, very, very large amount of field here. I'm actually walking barefoot. This is not necessarily the best idea to do. However, so you might have heard from him before, but his name is Doge. And the thing is that Doge is actually on his phone right now. He's probably listening to this podcast as we're going along with it.
You have my phone.
I do have your phone. He is on somebody else's phone.
No, he's actually not on his phone, he's on his camera.
Fuck, it's beautiful.
Right.
Any
You
case,
weren't supposed to say naughty words.
fuck, fuckity, fuck shit.
I was so
Yay, more
good on the
cookies.
podcast. I was so good.
You were awesome. Doge,
Yes.
come with me. I can see your... Is that during the evening?
Yes, this is right now.
That looks like day.
He just showed me something, but
That looks like day.
That is day.
That's right now.
Okay, that's long
2 minutes
exposure.
ago. Yes, that is. Alright,
Okay.
anyway.
Any case, so we're speaking to Doge. You guys remember Doge from the podcasts from earlier. We're actually sitting on low battery, firstly. How do I close that? Please close it.
Just say low battery. There we
Okay.
go.
So we're sitting at around about 107 minutes. That's not 107 minutes, that's 67 minutes, any case.
Hour and 7 minutes.
Yeah. And the thing is that I just decided to carry on with all the
Yeah,
recordings.
that's fine. Go for it.
Yeah. So, your impressions on the camp so far? I remember I've already mentioned the fact that we've driven about 4 hours to get here.
Right.
Around about 6 hours, actually.
Yeah, 6
400
hours,
kilometers.
450 Ks, yes.
Yeah, 450 kilometers. Now, the thing is that is possibly one of the funnier stories that you guys will probably hear, is the idea that, oh my god, what just happened?
Oh, it just locked itself.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. The thing is, it didn't lock itself beforehand.
No, because it wasn't in low power mode.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still recording, don't worry.
Okay. So, granted.
It's a good thing this happened right now.
Yes, it's fair, because otherwise it would have been like, oh my god!
Yes. That was loud. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I broke the red on this one. Very many many times. So, because you guys,
wine.
I do have wine.
Good.
Have some.
Thank you.
I was just refilled. Any case, so your perspective on the wow, you finished a lot of that.
I just had 2 sips, but okay, yes.
Those weren't sips, those were gulps.
Maybe.
Anyway, so Doge obviously drove myself, Honan, and himself. Here we had around about 100 kilometers of dirt road.
I would say closer to 150 kilometers.
Okay, I would agree with that, but the thing is that your original assumption of 200 was a bit far. So we spent a very, very long amount of time on dirt roads.
Yes.
Because our GPS didn't work, we didn't necessarily do things properly, and some of the coordinates that were given to us were terrifying.
Yes.
So, in respect to those kinds of issues that we had, and with the fact that we finally got here, how has your experience been on the camp so far?
Right. Well, the drive, obviously. Well, I mean, you know, driving from one place to another, and about I think 4 times was the wrong places. Was very iffy about that. But when we finally got to the camp and you know, they set up a tent for us, and they, you know, thought about us and said, you know, we set up a tent for you guys in case you weren't in the mood to set up your own camp and everything. That actually made me feel much better. I got a hug from Wolfers, which you heard from earlier.
Yep.
Which absolutely gives the best hugs because he is so plushy. I just love that man. Made me feel a lot better. We each had about a liter of wine.
Yeah, we were pretty hungover the next day.
Yes. Also, we had nothing to eat that day.
Mostly because we were in the car.
Yes, we were in the car. We shared a bag of chips and some apricot candies, and that was it. But yeah, got to the camp, got drunk really, really, really quickly. So it made it better really, really, really quickly.
Yeah.
Slept the next morning, or at least went to bed at 2-ish.
It was around about 1:30, I believe.
Okay. Well, we were right at 12. Yeah, it was probably
around about 1:30. Yeah, exactly. 1.5 hours of absolute drinking of a liter of wine.
That's more than a bottle, like a normal bottle of wine. Like
in an hour.
Yeah, literally in an hour.
Because half an hour later we were like, I'm sick of this.
Yes, sleep now.
Going to sleep now.
Next morning I was woken up by a fucking trumpet. What was it called again?
Reviel, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Anyway.
At that time, okay, we knew it was a person's alarm. What we didn't know, it was actually the tent that was pitched round about 10 inches away from us.
Yes. Where the person who was actually coming, who travelled along with us,
the lovely Honan, which his alarm went off at 7:45 in the morning, which obviously I was not very happy about.
Yeah.
Woke up still drunk, got hangover. After
I got high.
I got hungover after sitting in the sun for about half an hour. Not fun. So I took a shower, took some, half a pain pill, and everything went better. You have a lighter, right? Yes. And then from basically the morning waking up, after the whole trumpet incident, we went hungry up until
12.
I'll give you a 5 for that burp. Anyway.
How is that a 5?
How was that not a 5?
How was the other one a 6 when it was actually technically better than the other one?
Well, this one was indecency, so...
Fair enough, and it's on live.
I know. Precisely my point. Anyway. So around about midday, around about lunchtime, the only food we had was still frozen solid. And then the lovely and amazing person, which is Tox.
We have spoken to him.
Yes. Okay. He gave us each a pack of noodles, which we made, and literally saved our stomachs from turning into black holes and just consuming our souls.
Absolutely everything, yes. We probably were about to consume the only fat that we had left.
Yes, exactly.
Because we're massive gymmer people. Our muscles are bulging. We are the swole people of the world.
If you could see the face I'm pulling right now. Anyway.
I know. Anyway, moving on.
Yes, so talks basically save our lives. Went to town and actually bought like proper food and everything.
Cheese, which happened today.
Yes, cheese, which happened today. Anyway, from after we got back, everything just escalated into absolute awesomeness. We played Yukon. Have you interviewed Yukon yet?
I haven't yet.
Haven't yet? Okay, so you will hear from Yukon in a bit. We played his... Dude. Really?
It was you.
Ah, you're lying!
Anyway, moving on.
Bless you.
You're welcome.
Bless your ass. Anyway.
Wow, it actually made it. It gave us a spike. It was awesome.
Yeah. Just finished playing Yukon's
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity game. The original version, which is actually pretty good.
Yep.
I have played his version 2.0 in the past, which is absolutely fucking amazing. And when he finalizes his design and everything...
So in other words, we're looking at 0.1 versus 0.2. We're already in beta testing. As soon as we go further, we're looking at about 1.0.
Yes.
Like the very first actual version of South African...
Yes. South African Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Which isn't that much different from Cards Against Humanity in the first place. But
it had a lot of specialization.
There was a lot of specialization,
yeah. So, I'm very
Only people in the fandom would probably be able to understand this game. Because it involves things like... Cup Boys?
Well, I mean, that's a pretty...
It's a vague statement. It's a very vague statement.
South African female furries, for one.
We have somebody walking towards us. His name is
No, his name is Daniel.
It's Daniel!
Hoden winning this.
Fair enough.
Has an amazing voice.
By the way, yes, deepest voice ever. I can't even go that low.
No. Anyway. Female South African furries, which they're...
4 of them.
Yeah, for like the first time ever at any meet.
By the way, we have at least 20 furs here right now.
Yeah, that's true.
If I'm not mistaken, one of the furs actually left this afternoon, which I didn't even see.
Yes, Jags left, and we didn't see him. He literally just slipped away, which is basically what you do as well.
I slip away like a snake, but I'm not a snake. I'm a folf.
No, yes, you are a folf.
Yes, I'm a folf.
A
And you are a
folf.
fauge.
I am a fauge.
Yes, by the way,
Fox
explain
Doge.
to us how you actually got to the point of Fox Doge, because you were Doge first.
Yes, I was... Well, my name was Doge for... Like, in the first place. Originally, I was a grey wolf. Haha, generic, everything. I know,
Yeah.
it's horrifying.
My sister actually cucked me out about being generic because I wanted to be a grey wolf myself.
Yeah.
Then I became a green wolf.
Well, technically, I was a Sikla at first. And I know there are some of you guys that would understand the term Sikla. Anyway, when I got into this South African furry fandom,
Tassie.
People started calling me Doge for no apparent reason. I'm not sure who did it first, but they literally just at one stage called me Doge, and from there everyone started calling me Doge. So I had a species shift into a Shiba Inu, which is the breed of dog, which is technically a Doge. Also, I lost my cigarette.
You can use one of mine.
Thank you.
I don't actually know where it is. It's probably behind my cup.
That's a problem. I don't know where mine is.
Here's my cup. Hold on to my cup.
Right.
There are my cigarettes. No, don't hold on to that cup.
So yeah, I basically, under peer pressure, shifted into a...
Phoebe Enox? Oh, well,
no, a
Phoebe Inu.
Doge. A Doge.
Phoebe Inu.
I shifted into a Doge. But the problem is that...
Light me another one, please.
It wasn't... That was fucking quick.
Actually, it wasn't. It's been quite a long time.
Anyway.
117.
10 minutes. Which is the normal time for us.
7.
117. We started on 107. Remember?
10 minutes. 7 minutes is the time for a cigarette.
Okay. Anyway.
We could
So-
actually play this as it is on my PC.
I know.
On Monday.
That's what I'm planning to do. Anyway. So, yes, Doge. Doge was around, and the thing is that at this stage, at customizing my persona, Doge, like a Doge or a Fiba Inu, wasn't necessarily me. Basically, mainly because I was given the title, and I don't like being put into boxes.
Yeah, fair
I don't
enough.
like being called, this is what you are, this is...
I need you to hold on to this.
Yes.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay.
Carry on.
Yes. So, like, it was basically, this is who you are, we have given you this title, you are this person, and you are for always this person now. And when it came to the customization of my persona, I basically just went, I do have a little bit of fox in me because, I mean, come on. Which furry honestly doesn't have a little bit of fox in him? Wolves are just big foxes. Dragons are just scaly foxes. Sharks are just two-dicked foxes. So we are all foxes. And I'm sorry for putting foxes into a box, but we're kind of horny. Anyway, this is, however, supposed to be PG-13. Also, Ivik left, and this is why I'm saying this. So, I decided to become a hybrid Shiba Inu and a fox, which, obviously, like you just heard, is a Fiba Inox. And I kind of like the species because it's pretty unique, it's pretty me. The colorization and so on is actually kept pretty natural. I have to thank Electrocat or EC for helping me design and build my character completely on what it actually is. No problem. And, suggestions she had, we probably spend around about 7 to 8 hours actually like doing a ref sheet and finding out what I like, finding out what I don't like. I pissed her off so badly.
So badly. Because she has a short fuse sometimes.
Sometimes, and I like her suggestions sometimes. I don't like her suggestions other times, but I mean, obviously, characterizing yourself and building yourself, you're not gonna, again, this is the whole thing of being put into a box and being told you are this. I don't like that at all.
Fair enough.
Unless I like that, unless I like a suggestion, I won't take it as myself. But the character I've actually built on would be myself.
Take your camera.
Yeah. Can we just stand here? It's quieter.
No, we're going that way.
Please?
We're going to Yukon.
Okay, but yeah. So that's how I became a Fiba Inox, basically out of rebellion, out of everyone telling me, no, you're a Doge. I'm still called Doge, or Dan Leo.
I call him Doge a lot of the time.
He calls me Doge 99% of the time, either that or Dan, because obviously Dan Leo, so yeah. Any other questions?
I'm actually fine for now. Thank you so much for doing that. Also, I would like you to speak to Tox and Tazzy for a couple of seconds.
Me?
Yes.
Why?
Go speak to them for a couple of seconds. Ask them what the hell is going on.
They're just chatting.
I know, but go towards them.
Okay.
Keldon!
Bye!
Bye! Keldon! Where's Keldon?
Sorry, he has no excuse.
Keldon? Hello, Keldon. Come here. Do your thing. Keldon! Come here, please.
No, come here.
No, I'm coming here.
No, you're ready then.
Okay, fine. Look, I've come halfway, so if you come halfway, then I'm good.
Only halfway. We have a HTTP, we have like a media center.
Is that a shot?
We're always fighting like which wall.
I am working. Is that a shot? That's a shot.
Oh, look, you came here.
Oh, look at that. But then again, I've got... What is that? Is that red? I'm sorry, where's the green one?
Any of the upper ones.
That looks like a green.
That one.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
What is this?
I heard shots, so I have to-
Potency. Oh, yeah.
Shots.
Shots.
Okay.
Oh, and then it's going to go throw up again.
Yes.
At some point.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, by the way.
Okay, that was a good interview. Thank you, guys.
Oh, no, you're coming. Whoa. Any guess? Come. Come with me.
Yes.
Come with me. Any guys, so we're speaking to Yukon, and Honan is actually walking with him. Any guys, so Yukon, firstly, what are you? Part wolf, and if I look at the back of his shirt, it says part husky. So he's a wolf husky. So how did you become a furry?
Because I unfortunately watched Balto in 1995 and had a crush on a character named Jenna, and then, well, everything fell into place after that, for best or for worst.
Okay, and what I really want to ask you is that, I mean, you've been a furry for, what, 20?
I created my persona in 1998, possibly 1999. Yukon, based on the Yukon River, which I decided, well, was supposed to be studying at my desk, and I had a map atlas of the world on my desk, and I looked at Alaska, being where Balto is from, and saw the Yukon River, hence Yukon.
Was that between Nome and the other town that they were talking about?
Well, it's the river. I can't really picture the river right now. I'm not gonna give you geographic answers, but it's the biggest and most well-known river in Alaska, obviously. But the race, which is still running today, is from
Nome, Alaska.
Nanana is part of it. I don't know. I think it might start in Anchorage or Nanana. I think Nanana's on part of the way, and then it runs to obviously Nome, which was stricken with diphtheria, which was the whole story behind the whole Baltic
How do you
thing.
feel about the story since you watched the documentary?
One of the things that took me a bit by surprise was watching a recent documentary. The fact that, okay, here's an interesting fact. The second person that died in the diphtheria outbreak actually shared a surname with me.
This was?
Barnett.
Barnett. Yeah.
And the other thing, which was a bit shocking and disturbing, was there was a village of Inuits who were caught from trading with Nome, the same diphtheria, and it was a world news outbreak on 3 kids who died, and more people may die, etc., from diphtheria. And meanwhile, thousands of people in this Inuit village died, and it didn't touch the newspapers. It was that's a bit morbid, you know.
Yeah, it's a little bit morbid. So, I'm moving away from morbid perspective. Tell me, how do you feel about the camp at this point? How do you feel about the GFC? Because I believe you're one of the founding members of the GFC as it is right now.
Well, the camp's a success. Everyone is having a great time. No complaints, apart from the neighbours, but that's expected. Well, actually, less complaints than expected, which is all
which was one at this point.
Yet. So far. But no, everyone's loving it. It's awesome. And we will definitely have many more camps to come.
That's great stuff. Is there anything that you'd like to say to International Furs at this point?
Drink potency.
Much potency. Alright guys, so I'm going to try to get everybody into a line round about there-ish. Did you tell everybody over there as well? Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is, we're going to be getting all of the furs in a group at this point. Are they coming to me? This is weird. This really looks like The Walking Dead at this point. Okay.
It's not that bad.
It is kind of bad because, oh my god. The Walking Dead.
It's like everybody's drunk. Yeah.
While everybody is here, I just want to ask, is anybody who has not been interviewed yet?
Baby Paul.
Baby Pause has been interviewed. Actually, wait. Your wife has, well, half-wife, girlfriend.
Half-wife.
She's not yet his wife.
She's not fully grown.
Half-wife.
Where do you get the word fiancé?
Fiance.
Not even fiance.
Tasha she really doesn't want to be interviewed right now. Is that right?
Go interview her. Go.
Okay. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go interview her. You guys are gonna stay right here. If there is meat that is going to be burnt, you are more than welcome to. Hey, Dyer, come back.
And has Mark's wife been?
No. Mark's wife actually walked in.
We're actually doing
Half wife too, escaping from the wedding.
Okay. So, even though nobody or not many of the furs here are actually wolves, we all decided to do a howl.
Yes, at a camping ground full of other people,
yes.
like normal people.
Like normal people. Okay, this is Ivik Wolf signing off from the GFC furry camp.
And all the other people.
And all the other people. Guys, one more howl if you can. One more howl if you can.
One more howl.
That is a really, really deep howl from you. Woo!
And the deer goes grunt.
Deer goes grunt. Any case, guys. Bye. Well, yeah, we'll see you guys as soon as next weekend comes across.
Yes.
There, in fact, we'll also be doing another south-afrifur podcast from another fur meet, which is then on the 27th? The 27th, so next week Sunday.
And we'll actually have signal.
We'll actually have signal.
Also,
we will, yeah, we all hope. Actually, we will, because there's nothing but signal at Victor's house.
Yes, I have full LTE there.
Yes.
Unless the power goes down.
Unless the power goes down, and even then we still have signal. And on that bombshell,
There was an explosion.
we will see you guys next weekend on Sunday. Thank you for joining us on the South Africa podcast. And please enjoy the rest of your evening. Cheers.
And bring cookies.
Bring cookies.
Food.
Cheers, guys.
Look at that.
I know, right? Like perfect. 129 seconds.
Perfect.
Almost done. Almost done.
Done?
Getting there. It's over.
Yo! Are we live? Hello? Hello?
Did you turn down your speakers? No, you didn't.
I didn't. Hello? Hello? I can't, what? Hello? Tools.
Maybe this will help. Maybe this will help. 1 second. Any luck?
Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you now.
Cool.
Hi. Are we
Hi,
live?
yeah. I believe
Whoa.
so. Hello.
Hi, yes. So, hey, Bahamut is here.
Okay.
So, that was our podcast from live from the camp. Oh, well, live then.
I was live then.
Yeah, that was live then. So, any thoughts from your side, maybe?
Well, apart from that, we're not streaming properly to first stream now, it seems. Ugh. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't think we're streaming to first stream properly, but yeah, I'm just basically gonna like, what do you want me to shout out? Like, let's do this live.
Yeah, you're streaming fine to first stream, by the way.
Is it? Yeah, but can you hear
Yeah.
yourself? That's the thing.
Well, I just checked it.
Okay.
Yeah, Arashi actually at one point got kicked out because we were playing loud music. But the thing is that it wasn't even that loud. Also, it was like 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's shitty.
Just before then. Yeah. So you guys can they hear me or not?
No.
They can't hear me.
Yeah, it's this setting. Yeah, sorry about not being able to hear either, guys. Like I said, there's a little bit of issue going on with like these settings, since I have to jump around between a lot of stuff right now. Yeah, but we can continue on with what's his name?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
you and I can hear you, and you can hear me, and this is being recorded, right?
Furry FM can hear us as well.
Okay, they can hear both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So no, it was it was a pretty intense camp. Was it 3 days, 6 hours of driving to get there, and then only an hour and a half. Well, about an hour and 45 minutes because there was there was probably a what do you think? What kind of Doge is here? Use words. Yes, there was probably like a truck that was jackknifed over 2 lanes. Oh right, yes, on the way back. People were actually just turning around and driving the opposite direction.
Oof.
On the N1. But yeah, no, it was a great camp. Definitely want to do it again. And obviously, from what we heard from all the other people, it was amazing. It was like, possibly one of the best camps that we've had in a while. In fact, probably the best camp.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of people. It was like, how many people?
In and about 20.
20 people, yeah.
And I hear you guys are going to do your own camps, so I'm going to expect almost the exact same thing from you.
At some point, I'll see what we can do.
Mm-hmm. Awesome stuff. And yeah, no, it was pretty awesome and tired as hell. But hey, I have to do what we can do.
But yeah, as long as you guys enjoyed it and put some photos up on the forum, that would be nice.
Yeah, no, definitely. There's going to be a whole bunch of photos. There were 2 cameras at the camp, and 2 extremely good cameramen, and some really, really derpy shots of people doing like things like volleyball. And yeah, we actually played volleyball. We were active, believe it or not.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah?
I don't believe that, to be dead honest. But you people were active.
No, there was volleyball. There was swimming. There was soccer and hiking. Yeah. We moved around. It was amazing. But yeah, one of the other things is that like I just wanted to sort of come back on to say thanks to the people who were listening. So if that's okay, can we do that?
Yeah, sure. Just
You'll be able to do that.
Like you said, the people on first stream aren't going to hear, but I'll try and relay the message.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, go ahead.
No, go. You can do it.
To say what I need to say. I don't know what I'm saying.
You're thanking the people who were listening.
Yeah, Ivik is, if people on first stream are still there, Ivik is saying thank you to everyone who was at the camp and everyone listening as well.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Anything else?
Like Arashi and Raven and Honan and Tazi and Victor and Ironwolf
the usual shoutouts. Arashi and Raven and Iwolf and Tazi and Victor and Honan and everyone else who was here, who was also here. Taka was here briefly. Ironwolf Tempest. Who else? Who am I missing? I think that was it for the people present here. Toon Soup. Don't know who that is. But thank you for joining anyway. Raya Darkfang was there as well. Although I could be going in. Yeah. No, this is still today.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So thanks. Thanks guys for listening as always.
And first stream and
thank you to thank you to First Stream, and thank you to Furry.fm as always for hosting us. If you guys feel like supporting either of them, both of them have a Patreon up to keep the servers up and running that help us bring the show to you, as as lopsided as it seems to be at this point in time.
Quite lopsided.
Quite lopsided indeed.
But yeah, and we'll see them on the 27th. We're gonna have we're gonna be at a meet.
At a
we're also going to be interviewing somebody, an artist.
Yeah, as you guys heard, there's gonna be we'll be back on the 27th on Sunday. It's gonna be at a braai. Hopefully there will be more signal. I don't think that should be an issue. And who's the guest apart from who's the guest like present there?
Or do you
or do you mean like you're gonna be there, I'm gonna be here, and we're gonna have some international person on.
That's exactly what it's gonna be.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have an international artist on again.
Zana L.
Yeah, Zana L.
Yeah.
Okay. While you're getting drunk at a braai.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm not gonna get that drunk.
You're not gonna get that drunk. I heard that one before.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Scratch, thanks again for making this possible.
As crappy as this last bit has been, but yeah, we'll see you guys again next week then. Yeah.
Okay.